Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today I'm bringing you an Ashe LeBlanc list. So we're having a little bit of a throwback to the past here, and the reason that I'm showcasing this list for you all is because GrandpaRoji actually reached rank 1 with Ashe LB. So this is Roji's list that I'm showcasing today, and it's honestly super fun, right? It's super fun getting to play Ashe LeBlanc again after so long. And the way that this deck and why it kind of has a revival in the meta is a couple of reasons. First of all, Reckoning. Reckoning is so good against Fizz Samira, and they say you want to beat those decks, and then we have access to stuff like here to help to be able to actually buff up our units and keep them out of range of a lot of the common removal that you see in other decks. It also does really well into Sett Jack because that deck cannot deal with into Sett Karma because that deck cannot deal with all the 5 Portals power units you have. So yeah, so let's just jump right ahead and give a shot at Roji's deck. If you like today's content, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day, and stick around for the end of the video where we do a more in-depth breakdown of how to play this deck. Enjoy. In this matchup, we're gonna against Vav playing Elites. A nicely timed Reckoning. Who spelled the end for them? I need to keep the Glory Seeker because I need to be able to kill the Battlesmith, right? Double Omenhawk is not bad. Gives me blockers, so makes my unit stronger. LeBlanc is a great start as well. I'm going to block the Cloud Field because we can always set it up for the Omenhawk to kill her after, right? We can set it up for the second Omenhawk to kill her after. So I'm okay blocking that Citria. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, that's great. That's great that he got hit by the Omenhawk. I'm going to just drop this. They don't actually go ahead and play their Battlesmith, so I'm gonna just pull this. They didn't play their Battlesmith, which kind of sucks. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it because I don't want to take that much damage. We can, okay, Badger Bear. We go ahead and play the Omenhawk. We'll take the damage from the Badger Bear, I think, right? Yeah, I think we take the damage from the Badger Bear, because it's still threatening as a blocker for the Citria. We can go LeBlanc and have Bloody Business enable, which is kind of cool. We can go Halfguard, or probably better to just go Assessor. Yeah, they draw the Battlesmith now. I guess they got Shape Up. Yeah, they drew the Battlesmith now. That kind of sucks for us. Probably want to actually go Assessor so that we have Bloody Business enable. Right? I think that's correct. Yeah, I think we go Assessor here. We can now instead go here to help to save LeBlanc.
This will be quick.
What if we just take that 3? Same idea. Just keep threatening this as a blocker. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, this is your form up. That's okay. So I'm okay eating up the form up right now. We still get to trade the Badger Bear, which is one of the biggest units that we have to worry about. We have another Omenhawk. We can go Halfguard. The Bloody Business is not enabled because we got our reputation hits. And the Halfguard is going to make everything bigger. Opponent's down to 3 cards. We need to make sure that we can beat the Champion Strength, which is the biggest problem here. And the Reckoning could potentially allow me to do that. So we go Halfguard. We can attack with the Halfguard, have Bloody Business to stop one of their units from doing much. We can attack with the Omenhawk. I think attacking with the Omenhawk is correct. With the 2-2-1. Because the opponent doesn't have a good block for it. And if they block it, then it makes their Champion Strength weaker. If they don't block it, then we're okay. At any time, we're going to do Reckoning anyways, now that we drew it. Okay, well, now we cannot really do that, right? Now we have to keep the Omenhawk to block for the Demacia instead. If the opponent has Champion Strength next turn, we actually potentially just straight up lose. Yeah, we potentially just straight up lose, huh? We can't beat the Champion Strength. Oh! Oh! It's a Garen. It's a Jarvan. Sorry, Garen. It's a Jarvan. It's a Jarvan. The opponent gets to draw that one there. I want to kill this Jarvan. I want to kill this Jarvan. Oh, wait. No! He survives! He survives! I didn't check the eye. God damn it. That's such a big blowout. That's such a big blowout. The Jarvan survives anyways. Because he gets to level up here. I forgot about that. Yeah, he gets to level up here, so he goes up to 6. I guess we'll have to just go for the rally here. And then just Reckoning. I hope that that's enough. If we can clear their board, maybe. The opponent has the free value here. Yeah, we go Reckoning, and we just keep the harsh ones. If the opponent has a single combat, they win the game. Okay, doesn't have it at least. The Cataclysm gives them the out right here. We have the harsh ones to keep ourselves alive. Yeah, the Cataclysm gives them the kill here on the Tactician. I messed up, man. Imagine if I had that bloody business. We were able to kill that Jarvan. I'm so bad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. We're literally able to kill that Jarvan if we have that bloody business enabled. I'm so sad. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. We'll go here. We'll have Assessor plus Flash Freeze. Yeah, man. Why would I mess that up? How did I mess that up so badly? How did I mess that up so badly? Okay, so the Breeder Steel is so good. It allows me to just clear the whole board. Do we go for it? I think we do. I think opponent's showing us that they have no more units. I think opponent's hand is like the spells, right? I think opponent has a lot of spells in their hand. We get to kill both. They could have a second Jarvan in their hand, and they just aren't being able to play it, and that could be frustrating. But we technically have lethal. If for some reason opponent really has no other card in their hand, we actually have lethal. Opponent could Cataclysm, and then we'll get the rally out of it. Wait. He can fine with that? I guess if the opponent has a second Jarvan, I'm in trouble. Because they get the scout out of it. Okay. So we have to wait for the Demacia. And then we freeze it. So we freeze this guy right here. Still gonna take 6 damage. Which I think is correct. I think we take it. At this point, whoever has the most units is okay. Because we can trade. We can just trade this one, I guess, and trade that one as well. Opponent has to trade here. We're losing to a Jarvan and another unit. Formal? Single combat. So they want to keep their scout. They want to keep their scout because they're thinking that the scout is the way that they win. But they left me with 2 blockers, which I think is actually worse for them. This is always going to be better after the Demacia goes into place. I think it's actually always better for me to have blockers, right? And the Demacia here gets blown out again by the Icebell Archer. And now we have blockers for the other 2 units and we chill. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to hold on to the Icebell Archer. Sorry, Moth. Man, okay. This game was so weird. We got the double Reckoning, which is awesome. But this game was really, really weird. They cannot block the Icebell Archer because if they do, they lose. So it's okay to attack with it. The opponent has to take trades everywhere else. You lose. This is 5 damage, Moth. Okay. Yeah, this is 5 damage. You can't take the terrible trade there, Moth. GG's. That was a really, really weird game, huh? The double Reckoning saved us. I think he did have like champion strength and never found the time to actually use it. That's the only thing I can think of for the cards that they still had in their hand. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Karma Sett. Our units are really, really big. It allows us to put a lot of pressure on them. Honestly, this rally is amazing. This health buff is amazing. I'm going to keep this whole hand. The rally's going to put a lot of pressure on them, and we can easily get the rally trigger. The Here to Help saves me against a Mystic Shot, and the Ashe will allow me to get favorable trades against their units. So this is pretty nice. The Half Guard is also good. Obviously, the best thing our opponent could have is have Sett on turn 5, and that could be annoying. But heck, the Sett actually just dies to the Reckoning. So here we go. Opponent's going to try to go for a Mystic Shot. We're going to have Here to Help. And they're going to have a second Mystic Shot to actually be able to kill this LeBlanc. Okay, well, that's the same thing as a Mystic Shot. We're going to go Here to Help, protect the LeBlanc. Do you have another way to deal with this? If you don't, we're pushing 5 damage. Okay, there we go. They have the stun. So they did find a way to deal with it, which happened to be the stun. And that's fine. Now, we don't have another way to protect LeBlanc against a Mystic Shot. But we will go Ashe and just attack, right? We will go Ashe here and just open attack so that we can get both trigger for 10. I guess we could go Half Guard, to be honest, and that could be okay. Yeah, maybe we actually go Half Guard. I don't think I really care about the Sigil of Malice. I think Half Guard makes the most sense because opponent's gonna always have a Mystic, right? Unless we draw a way to save LeBlanc, I think we just go Half Guard. Yeah, we always go Half Guard here. That's another 5+ units, a 5-power unit. Just keep putting pressure. He also gets us further into our reputation, and there's the Mystic. The opponent got it from their Clockling. We attack with both. If you wanna attack the Ashe, that's okay. Like if you wanna block with the Ashe, you wanna block the 2/2 with the Ashe, that's cool. And down to lose her to a Caustic Rift. You're still taking 5 damage potentially. Okay, they're just gonna tag out and rely on the stun. Honestly, the stun is kind of annoying. They also delay my reputation bonus. So that's not a bad hit from the opponent. I like that. We have 2 options here. We can Bloody Business if the opponent commits a Sett. We can just take this 2 damage from the Clockling and be okay and just play a second Half Guard. Or we can play LeBlanc. How greedy is it to go for second Half Guard? Honestly, I like the second Half Guard. I like making my units just super big. I like making my units super big. I have blocker for the Pit Professional. We're gonna play LeBlanc. You're gonna play your stun. That's okay. We're gonna play LeBlanc. You're gonna play your stun. We potentially have access to Reckoning if you're not careful. Right? So we play LeBlanc, and if the opponent gets greedy, we can play Reckoning. If the opponent gets greedy and taps out of the deny, we can just play Reckoning. We could also just play Reckoning right now and bait out the deny. Just Aftershock? So just straight up an Aftershock. Alright. I like the Ashe now. I like the Ashe. Force the stun out of them before they attack. I like forcing the stun out of them before they attack. I want to make sure that I level up this LeBlanc, I think. Second Aftershock, alright? Alright, we'll go for it. This is still, because the opponent tapped out of the stun, unless they have a Mystic Shot, they have no way to stop the Tactician from being enabled. They could also have another tag out, I guess. Right? They have another tag out. But that's okay because we still hit 2, and we can always just Bloody Business next turn for the 3rd trigger. So we can always Bloody Business for the 3rd trigger. They have done really good at delaying us, right? The tag out, the stuns. That is very good, but we still have enough here to go for a Bloody Business into Tactician. We could also just straight up play the Tactician like this right now. Opponent only has, I guess opponent does have the stun mana. Opponent does have the stun mana, huh? I kind of like the Tactician just straight up like this. I think I like putting pressure. Opponent can go coin into stun. There's no way you do this, right? I mean, there's no way you do this. You let me level up the LeBlanc? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, you cannot let me level up this LeBlanc because then I'll have access to the rally again. You're gonna have to like stun this? You're gonna stun LeBlanc and just gonna rally multiple times. Okay, so opponent just loses the game here, right? So this is the combo here. We're gonna have a 0-cost rally if we want to, right? We're gonna have a we're gonna have a 1-cost rally after this attack, right? We're gonna have the Lit Survivor to save our Tactician against everything that the opponent has, and we just get to rally one more time. Now the question is the rally worth it one more time? I think it is, right? I think it's definitely worth it one more time, because opponent doesn't have a way to kill this Tactician. So we just rally one more time. We're presenting lethal. Opponent, the Tail of the Dragon doesn't kill anything. This Tactician stays alive, so then we just open attack and we have the rally one more time. Actually, we're gonna get the mirror image for 2 mana. And we can open attack and have a 0-cost rally, and opponent goes down to 1. It's just too much pressure. Like, my units being this big, having pushing so much damage, just puts so much pressure against them, because now we can hear open attack and opponent has no way to deal with 3 big units, and that's game. That's why the blank can be so good. The mirror image is busted once you have the indecisive tactician on the field. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Taliyah Malphite. We kind of been playing against this deck a couple times over the past couple of days. I don't think I need any of this. I think I want to look for my early stuff. This is the problem that I have with Ashe LeBlanc. His hands are so clunky. I can't believe this hand. These hands are so clunky. And looking for the blank, I'm looking for Ashe, mulligan my whole hand, and I don't get anyone either. The accessory is great as a draw engine if you actually get the cards that you needed to. I don't think I was supposed to keep any of the cards that I'm mulligan away. The hard card comes a little bit too late as well. This is so clunky. We don't have a turn. We don't have a play until turn 4, and that play is that play is gonna be a assessor that we really don't want to play. I guess we can just take it super slow here. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to take it super slow here. We're gonna get hit by like 5 next stand. Yeah, okay, I gotta play the assessor out. I gotta play the assessor out. I cannot take that much damage. Right? So I cannot take that much damage. Fortunately for us, opponent ended up kind of clogging their field, so their Taliyah doesn't really do anything. We have a good blocker as well for the Grumpy Bear. So we have a great blocker for the Grumpy Bear. I will just block like this. I don't think I need to block the second Grumpy Bear. I'm okay going down to 10. That's unfortunate. I think it's worth it to keep this Harker alive. That's unfortunate they had the Pale Cascade there. They're gonna play second Pale here. Yeah. We still get to trade. We could potentially go Frostbite. I mean Brittle Steel. And I think it's worth it. I think we want to have the extra blockers. It slowly starts leveling up my Ashe as well. We need to have the extra blockers. We could Brittle into Reckoning. I don't know if this is the time to do that just yet. I guess we can wait and see. We can go... No, we want to go Ashe. We want to just go Ashe right away. We do that one and Brittle Steel the other one. So we can Brittle Steel the second Grumpy Rock Bear, even if the opponent tries to block it with here, because he got down to 1 HP last time. And we push a lot of damage. We can play the Omen Hawk. Yeah, cool. Ashe is going to be a 3 out of 4. Close leveling up. If we get the Crystal Arrow, we can do Crystal Arrow into Reckoning to kill a Malphite, but the opponent hasn't even leveled up Malphite yet either. Stun. Okay, so they're going to just commit the stun here. I think it sucks because he delays our Tactician and obviously keeps their stuff alive as well. We probably just want to draw next turn, to be honest. I think the draw is correct. Our hand is a little bit low value. Opponent has the Malphite next turn. We can Omen Hawk here, then try to draw. I need to have the blockers that I can block the other cards with. I'm gonna sacrifice the hard card into this guy, so I think I definitely like to draw. Other option is to play the Red Knight here instead of the draw now, because the Red Knight's also drawing me a unit. I don't know that I need a unit. I feel like I need The Redna is tempting. The Redna is very tempting. We can block this Grumpy Bear, no problem. We can block this one as well. Opponent already used double Pale Cascade. Their attack doesn't work here. I guess I could try to play Malphite and just stun. Like, stun my Hearthguard. If that's the case, I'm blocking both. Okay, so because the opponent is open attacking, I think we don't go Assessor. We have to go Lore Keeper now, right? Yeah, because I want to block with this Hearthguard. I can't leave that Grumpy Bear at 5 HP, at 5 power, 5 HP stayed alive. So we just go Redna, make our units just be really, really big and try to put pressure that way. The problem, again, is going to be Mr. Malphite. Once Malphite levels up, the stun is going to be really, really bad against us. Quicksand? I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm still cool with that. We'll go ahead and play the Redna. You're using up a lot of cards early on, and that's okay with me. So you're using up all these cards early on. You didn't get the Taliyah level up.
Don't want to wake them.
Unfortunately, though, we don't have another freeze, right? So, wait, that's wow. We cool Reckoning right now, and he's gonna kill them all out. But it also loses me my units. I think our units are so big that I don't need to Reckoning. I can Glory Seeker to pull this one away. Oh, sorry, to pull this one away. This one gets frozen by Ashe. Ashe levels up. And next we can start like rallying and stuff. Taliyah into the Assessor is the only thing that's a little bit awkward. Like, that's the only good block that they have.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
So again, we freeze this one. Opponent doesn't level up Taliyah yet either. So we freeze the big one. We kill this one. We attack like this. And we get the Ashe level up. Because, I mean, I guess we, you know, let's attack with everything. Let's just attack with everything. It doesn't matter to me. My cards are gonna die anyways, either to the Reckoning or I'm gonna need the space no matter what. My hope here is that the opponent doesn't have a second Pale, the third Pearl Cascade, right? The third Pearl Cascade does kill the Ashe, but having the Ashe Arrow does enable the Ashe Arrow into Reckoning. So whenever the opponent commits their Malphite, we should still be in a good spot to just blow them out. Okay, so we still keep our stuff alive. Yeah, these units are so big now, huh? Because of the 4/4 from the Redna. Supercharge? Okay, so we still have a big blocker, right? So this takes all the hits and it still has enough HP to be able to block the Taliyah. Opponent will have to literally stun exactly this. So opponent will have to have a Malphite to stun the Hearthguard for it to not be a good blocker. And they have exactly that. So this they will push 4. And we can steal Crystal Arrow and just draw into a freeze. Right? So we can Crystal Arrow and draw into the freeze. It doesn't matter to summon any of these units, I don't think. I think it's correct to freeze. I think it's correct to freeze. I'm not dying. I guess opponent could literally have like an Absolver, and if they have no Absolver got rotated out, so they could have a buff, right? They could have a buff, and that could be how I lose here. If they have a buff here to do the last 4, they don't. So I just rally and I'm cool. Yeah, so I just rally here. We can go Ice Bill Archer on one of their units. We don't even need to Reckoning right now. Yeah, we Ice Bill Archer, I guess this one. And all our units are percent lethal. Yeah, because I don't have to play around Absolver, I don't think the opponent has any way to like really buff their units.
The war is over.
So yeah, the
Now
Taliyah
you're
was
killed.
scary because she got us up to 4. She was pushing 6, but I was safe at 6. And if the opponent developed anything else, we could have also just played the Ice Bell Archer after that, right? Which is why we wanted to remove the spell shield. Unfortunately, we drew the Ice Bell Archer after we had run over the spell shield because the Ice Bell Archer goes through the spell shield, but that's okay. GG's. In this matchup, we're going against the Mirror. We're going against She-Who playing Ashe LeBlanc versus Ashe LeBlanc. This is an interesting Mirror. Obviously, the freezes are really bad for us. I actually kind of like the idea of trying to go for like big units because of the half guard. I think having the half guard puts us at a big advantage. Having the half guard puts us at a big advantage. We can go Omen Hawk, LeBlanc, have Elixir Baron as a backup, which is not bad. Our units are going to be pretty buffed up. And having our units being buffed up can be really good for this matchup because it means that we can trade into their units, which is really good. So again, if we get the half guard, it's really what we want to look for. That way all our units are a little bit more powerful and can potentially trade and push more pressure. Although obviously they could have their own half guard, but whoever has the half guard first, I think is going to be on an edge. Now the opponent did get the Glory Seeker here, which means that we cannot play the LeBlanc, which is a little bit annoying. We could play LeBlanc. Wow, that kind of sucks. Okay, so they're playing the Marauder version, and the Marauder version does suck for us. But if he attacks, he allows me to play LeBlanc here after the attack. So that's not horrible. And then we also have Bloody Business afterwards. Yeah, I think that's exactly what he saw, that if he attacks there, he's going to run into the LeBlanc. I will drop the LeBlanc down and force you to have the way to freeze her. I think it's fine. I think it's fine to force him to freeze her. Right? They don't freeze her, so we just get the trigger here. Two options here. We can just Bloody Business now, and then half guard next turn, and I think that's correct. I think I forced the business here. I forced the freeze before they can attack with the Marauders. I know I'm gonna lose the LeBlanc, which is okay, unless the opponent allows. Okay, well, we don't even lose her now because we can have the Sigil of Malice. Now the opponent could have access to like the heals, right? The Elixir of Iron. So I do think I want to just freeze the LeBlanc if the opponent gives me. I want to freeze the Glory Seeker if the opponent gives me the chance. They don't give me the chance, so I guess we don't get to freeze it. Instead of playing the Sigil of Malice, I think it's better to just play the second LeBlanc. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop the half guard first. This LeBlanc is also a lot bigger. Yeah, there we go. We're both gonna trade. We're both trading the half guards, right? We're both trading the half guards. That's to be expected. We can go second LeBlanc. And we have access to Ice Bell Archer as well as Elixir of Iron. I'm still concerned with the freezes. This Ice Bell Archer being a 5/3 is kind of huge for us. Ooh, okay, so that means you tap out of the freeze though, right? So the opponent taps out of the freeze. We can just freeze this guy here. Level up LeBlanc, and we're chilling. If you want to trade, that's okay with us. If you want to trade, that's okay with us. If you don't want to trade, you're going to be down to 2 HP. Yeah, I think you have to trade, yeah, right? You have to trade. I like the Elixir of Iron here. I like keeping this alive as a blocker for his other Marauders, because the Marauders are only going to go up to 5 HP. And then we can just rally. So we are able to kill the Marauders. We can trade the half guard with the little guy here. If the opponent doesn't develop, we can go Reckoning. And that will kill both Marauders. Yeah, if the opponent doesn't develop, we can Reckoning to kill both Marauders. Which I think is worth it, because it looks like She-Who's going more for a Marauder game plan, right? So we could just go Reckoning, kill both Marauders, and just call it. Here, it's a little bit awkward, right? I think I have to just go for it. I think I just go and block them both. I don't want these Marauders to be so big of a deal to us. We can go Tactician. We will have a 1-cost mirror image after all is said and done. Yeah, so this is the Elixir of Iron. Cool. Here's the thing. This 1 mana Sigil of Malice allows me to just kill one of these 2 units, right? So opponent's gonna have to have a freeze plus a health buff. It's possible that they have one, but the way that he's been playing the whole game tells me that they probably don't. Bloody business. So then here we go Sigil of Malice. And if you have the health buff, you have the health buff. And they don't, and that's game. So that Sigil of Malice, that third LeBlanc, just completely blows them out. And that's the game. Yeah, so we ended up getting a little bit of a better hand. The Legion Maruders for She-Who didn't work out. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Vayne, Quinn, and Aatrox. I like this hand. I like this whole hand. The Here to Help is really clutch, saving us from like fish fights and stuff like that. Opponent also kept their whole hand. The Glory, oh yeah. The only downside here is that I'm not gonna have enough mana. I'm gonna have to probably choose not to play LeBlanc out. Like I might actually have to choose not to play LeBlanc, because I'm gonna need the Glory Seeker and Here to Help to save me. Right? I guess we can play LeBlanc out right now. I guess I don't need the Ashe, right? I don't need the Ashe right away. I think I prefer to have LeBlanc. Yeah, that's cool. I'm just gonna block this. So here's the thing. I'm losing to a fish fight anyways, right? So this is losing to a fish fight no matter what.
Victory requires a sharp
Because the opponent is up to 5 power. So even if I buff it up to 3, it's not gonna matter. Yep, so go ahead and do your fish fight. We don't have the freeze for it. I'm gonna go ahead and just, I guess, sacrifice this here. Is that worth it? I think it's worth it. And we're just gonna have to play the Ashe and just rely on Ashe kind of getting us there. We can go half guard here. Amazing opponent. Even the Darking Harp is not gonna do anything against this half guard. Makes their attack a lot more awkward. Yeah, the Darking Harp does nothing against this half guard. My units are going to be so big that the opponent's going to be struggling against them. We can start developing this Ashe here. We don't have a Reckoning, but we do have the Harsh Winds. And the Harsh Winds, oh yeah, look at that. Opponent actually ended up having to pass. We're going to have the Harsh Winds, and we're going to have the Brittle Steel and the Flash Freeze. So I think I'm in a great spot. We have 4 health here. Let's go ahead and get a Reputation trigger as much as we can. Better if the opponent damages me as well, because it's going to make the Here to Help be enabled. Hatch. So then we just Brittle Steel. And we're chilling. And then next turn we Harsh Winds, and we're chilling. We got a catch out of them, and they lost their unit, right? Yoral. Alright. It's still not going to make the Harsh Winds enough to, like, the Harsh Winds is not going to be big enough. It's not going to be expensive enough, right? It's going to be 7. So I don't even need to play the Harsh Winds. I can now just play the Frostbite, which gives me access to Here to Help. And you lose your Yoral. I think this game is, I think unfortunately for the opponent, they literally have the worst possible matchup that they could think of, right? Because I can just blow them out every single time. They're gonna try to rally. Really? I guess they have it. Sure, I'm just gonna go here. You need to have another strike. You could rally here. Doesn't even rally. I don't understand. I don't understand. They just lose the game here then. I level up the Ashe. Neither of the units can block because the Broadwin is 0 power. And then we just rally after. We have the Elixir of Iron and the Harsh Winds to save ourselves. We push 14 here. Yeah, this cannot block because this stuff's anything with 0 power cannot block. Now the opponent will have the Harpy here. We're gonna go Tactician. We're gonna get the Rally. Even if you get the Tumble, I will just take the 8. And I chill. Yeah, there we go. GG's. In this match, we're gonna against Rattling Bones playing Karma Sett. This would be interesting. This would be very interesting because I don't know that we have enough pressure to actually like beat them out. I also kind of like the Elixir of Iron here. It protects me against Mystic Shot. We ended up getting a Intercessor and another Elixir of Iron right back. Now it's a little bit more accurate since we kept the first one. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was a mistake to keep the first one because we knew that we do play triple Elixir of Iron and we also play the new Portal card that gives us +3 health. So it probably wasn't necessary to do this. However, I do like the fact that I can keep my Glory Seeker alive and she's going to be pushing like 5 damage every single turn, right? So this should be a lot of pressure that the opponent has to watch out for. We also have LeBlanc now, which is the same way. We can protect the LeBlanc with this Elixir of Irons and kind of just chill. Kind of sucks that we have the Acorn here. I'm not going to commit the Elixir of Iron. I don't think it's actually necessary just yet. I don't think it's necessary just yet to commit the Elixir of Iron. I think I'm going to go ahead and drop the LeBlanc down.
Places to go, people to be.
Let the opponent get their 4 attack if they want to. I don't see a reason why you don't attack with the Pick Profession unless you're really playing against the Avant that Elixir of Iron. Wait, this is the most expensive card in their hand? Are you kidding me? Do I even care then? I'm also debating if it's correct to go for the Assessor here. I actually think it is. I think it's correct to go for the Assessor here while we have the 2 5-drops, especially because my hand doesn't look that great. We can just pull this here, attack with everything else. The LeBlanc is about to level up on our next hit, which we can do with the Sigil of Malice to level up the LeBlanc. Which I like the Sigil of Malice and just kill that Acorn. Now, I know that the opponent has no Mystic Shot or anything like that because the coin got discounted, which is a little bit awkward. Super, super awkward. Yeah, I'm gonna drop this here. I'm gonna level up the LeBlanc now. I'm gonna go ahead and level up the LeBlanc now. I think being at 3 HP is pretty nice. It also gives me access to this, to the mirror image, right? And we might even be able to just rally, right? So yeah, let's go ahead. Here's my Elixir of Iron. That's why we do it. That's what I got from Financier. Unless you topped the Mystic Shot, I know that you don't have it, and you have the Mystic Shot. So we go second Elixir of Iron, and the LeBlanc still stays alive at 2 HP. So they top deck that Mystic Shot. I know that the opponent has like multiple units. They probably have the 7-drop. I'm gonna go ahead and just straight up play the Ashe. I want to be able to trigger a Reputation. If I can get the attacking with both, I can trigger Reputation and now have access to the Tactician next turn. Opponent could have drawn a second Mystic, but it's very unlikely. They could recall their own Mixologist. Okay, so I just straight up get Reputation now. Huh. Wow, okay. Opponent really cannot do anything here because I can just Reckoning. Right? So I can just Reckoning. If they just go like this, I will play this Tactician out, get my Rally, and know that I can get another Rally right here with the Mirror Image. So I will just put the pressure with the Rally. If you don't develop anything, you didn't block last turn, your Mixologist is still going to get frozen by Ashe. They do have 3 coins, which is a lot, right? So effectively they have more mana than they actually do. We're gonna go ahead and do like this, just freeze that set. We have the Mirror Image to rally again. We have the Bloody Business to protect. Yeah, I mean, we just get to rally one more time. We just get to rally one more time. We lose the Ashe, but that's okay, because I don't need the Ashe anymore. Yeah, we Mirror Image, we get the rally, and another Mirror Image is gonna get generated. Opponent's gonna have to spend time recalling this, and once they do that, I will Bloody Business. Yep. So then we're gonna go here, Bloody Business the set, and that allows me to open attack with the LeBlanc and have the rally again, as well as have a second Mirror Image that I can use to rally one more time after I'm all said and done. So opponent has to find a way to kill LeBlanc on the open, and then still has to also find a way to deal, and they have no way to do that now with the Call to Help. And there we go. We get to put a lot of pressure here. Our 5 power units do a lot of damage. So GG's. Hey Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed today's games. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about the deck. I know that Roji reached rank 1 with it. I've seen a lot of people play this deck. It seems to be doing well in the ladder. It just still has the same problems that I always never liked about Ashe LeBlanc. I feel like your hands can be really awkward. Sometimes you can get all your spells, sometimes you can get all your heavy stuff, and not like a good mix of both, right? The only really draw engine that you have, especially now that we don't have Whisper Words anymore, is really Tri-Fairy and Assessor, right? And I guess technically Redknack can draw you one and the Crystal Arrow can draw you one, but it's really not a lot of draw that you have. So if you end up with a really awkward hand, it can become a little bit problematic to really be able to get there. I do find it cool though that we're able to play Omen Hulk again now that the power level of the meta has shifted. I obviously love the Reckoning. It is the icon that I use for my content creation, my YouTube and stuff. So getting to use multiple Reckonings in a single game ended up being amazing for us against mobs. So yeah, aside from that though, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's really, I mean, you saw us against the Karma Sett decks. You want to just plop down all these big power units and just kind of push through the opponent until eventually you're able to just rally with the Indecisive Tactician. And if you have a LeBlanc in the field, you can copy that Tactician and be able to attack multiple times. A lot of decks are not able to deal with that pressure. You also do really well against the Masia decks because you have access to freezes like Brutus Steel, Flash Freeze, the Ice Bell Archers, the Harsh Winds. I'm really surprised that Roji is only on one Harsh Winds. I think I want to be in 2 of these myself, but again, I wanted to just showcase Roji's list. I probably would cut the Redknack. I found the Redknack wasn't really doing a lot for us. Put a second Harsh Winds. And yeah, I mean, everything else I think I can understand. But only one Harsh Winds when it's 5 mana is ridiculous to me. It just gives us so much value. And even against like the Fizz Samira decks can actually be useful. Even, you know, to be able to kind of keep ourselves from dying to a lethal damage. Aside from that though, I mean, what else can I say about this deck? You usually want to have Tri-Fairy and Assessor in combination with your freezes so that you can get value multiple times. If you don't have the freezes, that's where you have stuff like Elixir of Iron and Here to Help, to give the health and keep her alive, right? Glory Seeker gives you a lot of value in being able to kind of trade with your opponents and just get as much damage, as many favorable trades as you can to set up for like your big attackers to push through lethal damage later on. LeBlanc, amazing when you level her up. Obviously, the idea with LeBlanc is the mirror image, allowing us to duplicate the Tactician. So just remember about that you can put the mirror image on the Tactician and you'll be able to get on the rally again. That's the whole combo between LeBlanc and Tactician. Ashe, the Ashe level up is really nice, so just keep that in mind as well. Keep track of how fast you're leveling her up. The best combo with her is Glory Seeker plus Ashe, but also keep in mind that opponent could just block the Ashe, right? Ashe doesn't have quick attack, so make sure that if you're going to attack with Ashe, that you have a way to protect her, whether again is Here to Help, Elixir of Iron, or just a secondary freeze, so that she's not dying right away. Bloody Business is probably your best card in the game, so if you can trigger this to become 2 mana, you can use this as a way to punish the opponent's attacks as necessary. So you're just going to keep that in mind. And then obviously the Reckoning. Be careful because the Reckoning will get cancelled out if you don't have a 5+ power ally. So it's very risky to use it when you only have Glory Seeker on the field if the opponent has a way to kill Glory Seeker with like a Mystic Shot or something like that. That's usually sometimes it might be better to save it when you have Ashe, or especially the Half-Guard, because the Half-Guard is really hard for opponents to remove because of the Sith Self that he has. Aside from that though, everything else is pretty straightforward with this deck. Just put a lot of big units and just push damage that way. In terms of mulligan, I definitely like keeping the LeBlanc and the Glory Seeker and the Omen Hulk, right? So these are the 3 things that I'm looking for. All your Elixir of Irons and health and freezes, you can just draw them naturally. But LeBlanc, Glory Seeker, Omen Hulk, and potentially even Ashe are just the things that you want to look for in your mulligan so that you actually end up being in a good position. You do play triple Reckoning, so it can be risky to keep a Reckoning in your hand because you might end up getting stuck with 2, as sometimes you don't find the right time to actually use them. So yeah, that's all I can give you for today. Hope you enjoyed today's showcase. If you do like this deck, just make sure you check out GrandpaRoji's stream. He probably streamed this deck as he was climbing to rank 1. If you do like the gameplay from today, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch ourselves at Twitch Sirturmund, where we stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.